If I would have known everything I know about crypto now when I was 18, when I was 21, when I was 22, I would have at least like $10 million of Bitcoin. And so people always ask, would you rather have $1 million now, or would you rather go back 10 years, or would you rather start over having all the knowledge and skills that you have now? And hands down, every single time I am picking what I know now, go back 10 years. What I know now, start life over. And so it's Wednesday morning, about to go to the gym, sipping on a little pink Monster. Shout out Grant, put me on. I'm off the white Monster right now, onto the pink. White Monster will be back soon, I promise, boys. But what I try to teach on this channel is so important and imperative for your success. It is the most important thing you can do for your crypto if you want to make crazy money, if you want to actually get rich for sure. And so the problem most people have in crypto, here's exactly how it goes, right? You start making a little money. You have a little money to invest. And at least this is exactly what happened for me. Started making a little money. I paid off my debt. I want to be smart. Where do I put it? Start researching Bitcoin, throwing money into Bitcoin, right? And then you start hearing about Ethereum, how you're gonna make so much more money. And I start throwing money into Ethereum. And then the same thing happens with altcoins, right? And you literally start here with the best asset, Bitcoin, and then Ethereum. Yeah, it's not that bad either. And you start going down the whole market cap list of shitters and shitcoins and every altcoin under the sun that's been around, that has its own little communities and whatnot. And you start buying these. And the reason you buy them, let's be honest, the reason you buy them is to try to make more money. Okay, you try to make more money. And some of you taking on crazy risk, trying to make as much money as possible. But let's be real. A lot of these coins, you're not buying for the tech. You're buying to make more money. Now, the mistake is that if you wanted to make more money, you could do that off your assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Solana. How low do you want to go on the market cap list? You can monetize a lot of these coins, right? So if your objective was to make more money, you didn't have to take on crazy risk and go down the market cap list to make more money while taking on extreme risk and then fumbling your bags. And now when the market's back down and Bitcoin's at 70K right now at the time of this video, it's Wednesday morning, about to go to the gym, sipping on a little pink white Monster here. Instead of doing all that shit and losing all your money buying crazy altcoins to make more money, you could have been monetizing your favorite assets like Bitcoin the whole time. And if you had some of those crazier plays, or even just, some altcoins, Solana, Sui, whatever that is, Chainlink, Quant, all these whatever coins, you could have at least been monetizing those as well. And so this is where the mistake comes in, because people are trying to make as much money as possible, so they're buying into complete trash. But what you should be doing is DCing into your absolute favorite assets that are going to win for sure. Bitcoin, Ethereum, main blue chip bags, if you really truly believe in those. And you need to find out if you actually believe in those, or if you've just been getting shilled for the last 5 years on YouTube on what to buy. Okay, you need to figure that out for yourself. Because a lot of people are paid to promote coins. No one's getting paid to promote Bitcoin, right? Like, I'm not getting a sponsor from Bitcoin right now telling you to buy Bitcoin, okay? How I make money is getting clients. I have a client-based business, right? I give value here, and my objective is to get clients into my 10K fast track. Transparent, upfront. There is no other offer or brand deal, okay? Now, what you should be doing is buying those main bags. DCing in, that's gonna get rid of your emotional FOMO that you have. It's gonna get rid of that entry price, where if you bought your first Bitcoin at 40 and now you're scared to buy at 70 because, oh, it's so expensive, or if you bought your first Bitcoin at 120 at all-time high, at 120 whatever, and now it's down to 70, you're like, oh, Bitcoin's a scam, because you weren't DCing in down, you don't truly believe in it, so you're not happy to get those cheaper prices. You don't believe in it so much that you're willing to buy it at a higher price. You're not DCing in. But step 2 is, after you're DCing into your favorite assets, you get involved and you lend those on chain. You borrow against those to run your own crypto business, to run your online business on the exchange. You start making money on chain. You start then DCing for free while you're DCing with your active income until you can scale it. Boys, you scale it to where then your crypto portfolio, your DeFi portfolio, is paying you enough that it can rival or equate and eventually exceed your active income. That is the goal. That is the goal. To make your money work for you, to make your assets work for you. Put your Bitcoin to work, your Ethereum to work, Solana, Sui, whatever that is for you, you put it to work to make you more money. Your assets make you more assets over time. And then so if the market's going down, again, you're taking emotion out of the equation because you're earning more assets for free. Not only are the pools DCAing naturally into the assets that you want to hold, but you're printing fees that can then buy you more of your favorite assets. And again, that's why it is important to have some active income on the side so you don't have to pull from that DeFi income to sustain your lifestyle. Okay, when it's at attractive prices, when the market's at all-time highs and you're printing crazy APRs and the assets are at good sell prices, by all means, use your cash then to build stablecoin reserves, maybe buy gold or whatever, or use that for lifestyle then. Now is not the best time to be paying into lifestyle. I promise you guys. Now is the time where you thank yourself later for buying Bitcoin, anything 70K and below, right? Anything 80K and below. Because as we eventually go back to all-time high, as we eventually go towards $200,000 you think Bitcoin may go, if you think Bitcoin's gonna be $1 million asset one day and you're scared to buy it at 70K, there's something wrong. If we go lower and you get 40 to 50K, that's fine, because hopefully you have these pools set up, which again, if you need help, the link is down below. Work with me one-on-one, get inside our 10K fast track. Those pools will be printing you money to buy that dip for free. Your extra income you have, you can keep buying your core assets for free to grow and scale your portfolio. Guys, if I would have known this at the beginning, I would have lost so much less money on these complete shitcoins I was buying, on these projects I was getting shilled by people that were getting paid to tell me to buy them. I didn't understand the game. If I would have known the game that I have built, the portfolio that I have designed, the strategies that I have designed for the 10K fast track, right? If I would have known these things when I got started, I would literally have millions and millions of dollars in Bitcoin. The opportunity cost that I got in when I was first buying Bitcoin with my little chump change I had, my extra income finally coming in, paying off debt, then getting into Bitcoin, and then basically almost immediately going to alts because I was told that's what I was supposed to do, right? I think one of my biggest buys at the beginning was Quant. It's the same price, if not lower, than it's never fucking made money. And I had such big bags in there. And one day, I took it out of Quant, put it into some aerodrome pools, full range, and started printing 200% off that shit. Now, it doesn't do that anymore, but it was amazing. I started making thousands per month off that alone. And then it gradually weaned down over time, and I kept learning different assets, different strategies, and the game has been infinite. My point being, just if I would have understood the game back then the way I do now, I would have millions more than I have now. And I want that for each and every one of you. I don't want you to go to 2 to 3 years of pain. I don't want you to go through that, just end up losing your money or looking back at the scoreboard and being like, fuck, I wish I would have just had Bitcoin, like most people often end up feeling. And you don't have to have just Bitcoin, but you need to monetize the assets that you already own to make income and have that coming in to compound and grow your bag over time. Just to keep getting more assets literally for free. Just do the work to build the skill set to get the money to start coming in. That's exactly what you need. You need the money coming in, okay, off your assets that you already own. It is literally, I'm not saying it's easy to get started if you don't have the experience, but that is the journey you need to take. That is the learning steps you need to take, is you go from buying the solid assets, and if you want to make more money and have a better strategy, you don't start going towards freaking memes and low cap alts. You don't start doing that. You learn how to monetize what you already own. You don't start trading with leverage and gambling. You don't start doing all that shit. If you want to do that, do it risk-free off of the money you earn from your liquidity pools. That's what some of the guys in the group do. They earn the money for free, and they use that to fund their trading accounts, and then if they fucking blow it, they blow it, whatever. If you want to go gamble your free money that you earn in the house, fuck it. But don't gamble your active income. You need that to succeed long term. You need to use that to buy more assets over time. It literally doesn't make sense to gamble that away. Stop going to the fucking casino. Stop going to the casino in real life, and stop going to the casino online. Stop your poly market bets. Buy assets. Monetize your assets to make money out of literally fucking thin air and just keep making money each and every single day and use it to compound and buy more assets and scale your system. And then over time, you start to get so much more of the assets that you actually believe in. Case study, Grant, right? In October, when we were peaking out, he was at 1.2 mil. The market's dropped by over like 50%, right? And he's still hovering at what, like 900 right now, I think, $900,000. Sorry to like dock some amounts, but it's like, he's not down 50%. And then he's in this potential value zones where if we do go back to all-time high, he's at literally over $500,000 more because he has so much more assets from the work the pools are doing that are buying Bitcoin. He has more Bitcoin, more Ethereum. He's been stacking these assets without the need for extra capital from the outside world to come in. Maybe we'll do a video with Grant here soon in April. Right now it's middle of March. He's an orthodontist, so he's just absolutely slammed, right? He's absolutely slammed. It's the busy season for him, he said, until April. He'll start to have finally a day or two off a week. So that'll be nice for him. But it's amazing that he gets to focus on work in the gym and he has no free time, but the pools have done all that work for him and he hasn't had to pull any extra money in from his active income to do this. He doesn't need to. The pools are doing all the work. And now if we just go back to October's high, he's going from 1.2 mil to like 1.8, 1.9 mil. Just from the last, what has it even been since October? What is that? It's like 3 months. So it's been like almost 5 or 6 months. It's an extra $500,000. And again, this scales. Obviously, he has a lot bigger portfolio than some. But if you're someone with $100,000 in there, well, it would sure be nice to, if you peaked out at 100K in October and now it's down in value, if you're down over like 20, 30%, you probably were doing a little something crazy, right? Because he's building all these asset bags over time. And then now when the market goes back, instead of 100K at the top, like you maybe had, maybe you touched your first 100 bands and now you don't have anymore. When the market goes back, you'd be at like 1.5, 150K. 200K, right? Because you've been building assets the whole way down, accumulating for free in DCAN for free with the pools, running the right strategies, the infinite game, the mastermind, day 2, which the time this video comes out, it should be live. So I will go ahead and just, that'll be up there, right? Or just check it out on the channel, please. You know what I'm saying? And the mastermind, I mean, that day 2 is the most important key to the whole strategy. And if I knew this back in the day, I literally would have so much fucking money in Bitcoin, so much money in Ethereum. Like it wouldn't even be a question of making like $100,000 months off just DeFi alone. It's crazy. If you had 10 mil, I would have tens of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. Most likely with these strategies, the way they've compounded, how the APRs have been, buying these quality assets. If I was actually using them as collateral the whole time to borrow against and use that to run these DeFi businesses, the game is unmatched. The infinite game works now at this level, being late to the game, making thousands of dollars of mistakes, learning along the way, which again, if you want to shortcut past all the shit and get to making money day 1, and you can't afford to make mistakes, if you have a good chunk of change in crypto, a bunch of assets you're holding, sitting there doing nothing, and you want to monetize those ASAP, to make that passive income, to buy assets for free. Again, the link is down below. QR code on screen here. Join my 10K Fast Track. Work with me and we'll get you started ASAP. Because you need to start, like the best time to plant a tree was yesterday, but the second best time is today, right? And that's the whole game. People always feel behind. Oh, I'm late to Bitcoin. I got to buy meme coins. Oh, I'm late to DeFi. It's just not worth it anymore, right? APRs look a little low at the time of this video. Things were looking a little low and shoddy, but that's literally just because everyone's scared, volumes are low, and people are tightening their ranges up way too tight. So the second price moves, we're gonna start printing again because all these little nerds that are tightening up their ranges that don't understand the long game are going to get fucked the second price moves up or down. And then we all start making crazy money again because they don't have a sustainable range. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just keep diving into the channel, learning more about DeFi, or join the 10K Fast Track, and you'll understand exactly what I mean about too many people concentrating their liquidity. But the game just makes so much sense. Like now that I'm running this game, I'm teaching this infinite game, there's just no other way I would ever want to play crypto, or for anyone else or any friends I know to play crypto. You don't need to go crazy down the market cap list. I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but you don't need to go crazy down the list, take on a risk. Buy your safe core assets you believe in. Borrow against them. Invent money. Rich dad, poor dad, crypto daddy. You know what I'm saying? Borrow against them. Throw that into some fucking DeFi pools. Make some income. Use the income to, if we're at low prices, buy more assets. And if we're at high prices, use that income to stack cash, stable coins, digital on-chain gold, pay down the debt if you want, and when you go out of range, you just clear out the fucking debt. And you wait for these October crashes, and you wait for the April crashes and these moments, and they always happen. And then you deploy maximum fucking stables when Bitcoin's at 62K, when Bitcoin's at 70K. You don't gotta time it perfect. I bought big at 72K, way too early. Bought big at 62K, way too fucking early, maybe. Maybe we go down to 55. Maybe we go down to fucking 50. Who knows? I don't. What I know is I'm making money every single day, which emotionally depegs me from the price of Bitcoin, from the price of the whole market, to where people are always asking me, oh, do you think now's a good time to buy? Do you think I should buy? I think Bitcoin can go here. Like, when you think that, let's start fucking getting some. Run this strategy and you'll make money every day, and you won't care so much about what Bitcoin's doing day to day. I don't look that often, guys. I only look for, like, when we're teaching the classes and the 10K fast track, I look on the group calls so I can show and help and educate. But when I'm like going about my day, like it's Wednesday, again, Pink Monster, I need to drink this, going to the gym. Do you think I checked Bitcoin's price today? Outside of the spam alerts, outside of the spam alerts I get from Coinbase and Kraken and all the other apps on my phone, no, I don't. I do get constantly updated because the alerts fucking attack me anytime Bitcoin moves by 1%. But I don't actually care. I don't actually care until I start getting towards the top of my range. And that's when, because I'm running my business, I know that I'm at the top of my range. I need to start managing and selling, and then I have to start touching my portfolio again. But between then and now, it's passive as fuck. Just making money, not having to do shit. And it's really that fucking easy. It's so easy that even Grant's doing it, and he's literally slammed being an orthodontist. He's helping out people that he told me that, like, March is super busy, and they're like helping out kids that can't afford the dental care, right? So he's just literally lined up with like government assistant. I don't know exactly the little details, right? But they get to, in the UK, they get to get like free orthodontists. That shit's expensive out here. We don't get that shit in the US, right? But that's awesome. But he's absolutely slammed from morning to night. Then he hits the gym and goes to bed and does it all again. No days off except for Sunday, and that's catching up on all the other shit, right? So you guys understand. But he's printed so much assets during this time for free, he doesn't have to worry. And that's why the APRs are low. When the APRs come back, when price moves, when volume increases, that's when he's gonna go back to making his $10,000 days again through DeFi, which is insane. It's insane, guys. And again, each and every one of you can do it too. It is so important you start now. That way you don't look back in 6 months. You don't look back in a year, and hopefully you don't look back in 5 or 10 and wish you would have started, wish you would have bought, wish you would have learned to monetize, wish you would have learned the infinite game. I don't want you to look back and have all these regrets. The guys, time is flying by so fast. I'll be 27 soon. It's absolutely scary. The month in Bangkok felt like 3 fucking days, guys. It felt like 3 days. I don't want you guys to have these regrets. Time is flying by so fast, and you literally don't have time to waste. You have to get started. You literally have to do what's best for you in your portfolio if you have the future that you want in mind and you actually want to have it. You have to, again, I always talk about it, the dream board, the dream journal. Have that shit written down. Write your fucking gratitude journal. Have actual goals and things that you want to make money to achieve. Is that moving to Thailand? Is that buying a nicer car? Is that getting an engagement ring for your fucking girlfriend? I don't know what that is for you, only you do. And some of you may not even know for yourself. Step 1, figure that out. Step 2, build the strategy that will fucking get you there. And that's what I fucking specialize in, guys, is meeting you where you're at and building you the strategy that will get you what you want out of your portfolio to get you the life that you want and that you can have. And you can have it so much faster than you think. If I would have even just, when I got started in crypto like 3 fucking years ago, guys, if I would have known what I knew at the beginning, again, even then, so much more money now. So much more. But I made a year of mistakes, if not more. And then I kept learning and learning and learning. And I keep learning. I learn every freaking day in this space, right? And it's like, you guys have to start and you take that journey and you have to get involved, learn small, scale the system up to where you're making the money that you need and want to make to give you the life that you want and hopefully deserve. And if you do the things that are correct for your portfolio, if you behave the way you know you're supposed to, you buy the right assets, you run the strategies the way I teach, you do them conservatively and safely, you will deserve to get rich, and you will get rich. If you start gambling, going into some fucking bullshit, and all your money goes poof and bye-bye, it's because you don't deserve it. You gambled it away. You have to be the person that's going to get rich over time, and you're going to get rich playing this infinite game that I'm teaching you, buying quality assets, borrow marginal debt against them, safe debt, good debt to run DeFi businesses on chain that make you money every single day to buy more assets. It is the infinite game. If you guys want to get started, click the link down below and work with me. If not, YouTube says you want to watch this video. See you there, boys.